And welcome back. We're picking where we left off last time in Factorio Space Age, where what we probably want to get working on is not the jelly nut, the Yakimo soil here. So it's nutrients and landfill. We got plenty of landfill, maybe a little short on the nutrients. Let's grab some nutrients and hopefully... Alright, let's start. Why are you not running? Oh, because we have... Okay, that's backed up. That makes a little more sense. Yeah, okay. So I need to get an offer out here for the spoilage. Like so. Clear that. If I get enough built in, yeah. There we go, and that moves. Oh, and you also need a inserter to make that work. And they work faster. Here we go. And you need an inserter to pick stuff up. Oh, wait, that's now running. How long until we get this decayed? 10 minutes. It's going to accelerate the growth of this a little bit. Oh, I need landfill. Nutrients again. Okay. Nutrients I had spoiled. Oh, you're not currently suffering that problem. Okay, stuff is now working again. Apparently all my nutrients expired in the middle of contemplating what I needed to do. Oops. That's probably why we didn't do that in the first place. We need 2 of those seeds. Okay. Let's pick up a bunch and call it good. Of 200 of those should be enough as long as I can get them actually built in time. So my first thought is we need to go get more of one of the types of seeds, so we get more than one cycle running at a time. Well, more than one plot working that biome, so we can get more than one cycle at a time coming in. So that's not hard. That's nutrients plus landfill. Just need to run down here and grab it. Not quite enough. At least that gets a little more tree out. The next thing to do if we need more tree is simply go harvest some of the appropriate tree. Here's the tree. And we got 2 growing. We probably want more than 2 growing. There's enough space there for 4 to grow, so as we get the multipliers down, that should help. Well, the struggle that is cliffs. Run over here, throw this in that machine. Nope, and we're down to the point where we got no nutrients again. My nutrients are spoiled. Okay. Of course, it's all shoving itself in there, which is not the best place for that to be. Okay. So you're backed up. It's fine for the moment, I think. You, we want to filter to spoilage coming off of one side. Oh, that's not right. Anyway, let's to not have our pentapog eggs spoil. Reprocess the pentapog eggs. Anyways, everything else is working here fine. Needs to say that's doubling our pentapog eggs, so we should probably take the time to process some of them into the more long-term stable biochamber. That's a little bit of a problem. Huh. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Right, let's keep to process the rest. Right, that'll give us more bio chambers, which should hopefully help us get a lot more stuff done here on this planet. Okay, what do I want to do next with the bio chambers? Do rocket fuel, that wouldn't be too bad. Biolubricant, bioplastic, biosulfur. Oh, there goes spoilage. Okay, actually, we want the input the other way around. That one. That way we've got back up in the belt, the belt keeps going. There we go. Sushi belt needs to run properly. There we go. Alright, so let's start contemplating what we're needing. So that. Less worried about the metal and copper, we can import those. Rocket fuel. Actually, we can do rocket fuel there work. Do probably want it off of this belt over here. Well, let's put it around here, maybe? So, your rocket fuel, your bioplastic, so both of those require bioflux, yes. Anyway, this is working. Now that I've made it a sushi the way it is, it's working a lot better. But we do have a little bit of problem that we're spending so much time making these biochambers. I do want them, so sort of a complaint of process order necessarily, that, or more than a process order or problem than a do I want it order. Oh, and your spoilage versus plus bioflux, which isn't that bad. Okay. I'm not sure why we want carbon right now, but we can make it. Okay, and then it's biolubricant, which is really easy. Do we have the stuff to build the offshore? What if we don't have any stuff for it right away? So like, add an offshore pump to the queue. Okay, then we want you. Your bioflux and pentapod eggs. Okay. But of course, you spoil too, which is. Ah. Wait, not all the way to the water, but most of the way. Right, working on the last of the long-handled. Which one? We just have to extend this up. I am somewhat surprised that it appears where you've got an odd number of undergrounds, but that happens every once in a while, I suppose. Breaking something usually. Though where the broken bed is, I don't know. Wait, there's our belt. Gets there. Gets us over to there. Okay, now we're making bioplastic and rocket fuel. Which, for the moment, those are both shelf stable, so we'll just box them. Yeah, well, we're technically not making that because... Oh, and then we need to figure out how we're dealing with the waste that's being generated, which... oh. Done the wrong way around. Oh, dear. So, you, that guy, there. There we go, plastic doing the loop. Wait, use filter, white list, only grab plastic, please. You, similar to the thing, use filter, white list, only grab rocket fuel. And where's the rocket fuel? There it is. Anyway, we got the underground. Let's grab some pipe. All the way basically out to swamp over here. And then we got that offshore. There's the offshore. Okay, there's water. So with that, we should have rocket fuel. We'll make some lubricant. I don't know what I'm going to do with the lubricant yet. We're making it because we can. Okay. And then we need to figure out how to get rid of the spoilage. Which shouldn't be too hard if I just do a splitter. Okay, there we go. So that runs, that's running. A mash going around, but that's fine. So yeah. Now it just comes down to not wasting our pentapog eggs. And figuring out how to get launch capacity going safely. Well, I suppose also landing potential as well. Could potentially have my ship bring it in. So the Bob Fizzle, where are you sitting currently, Novice? Can you request some blue? Yeah, okay. Not enough to fill one rocket, but that's fine. What did I need? I need concrete as well. Concrete's probably not great to ship by rocket. Bring me 200 of that anyway. What else do I want? I'm going to worry less about the rocket silo for the moment. Landing pad. So that's the concrete, that's the processing units. We can make steel on planet fairly easily. Oh, can you bring me some... Well, we can probably make labs on planet pretty easily, so let's not ship labs. I was thinking about shipping labs, decided not to. Science, on the other hand, let's actually drop into Novice, and we'll set up some passive dividers for things. Like all our types of science. Won't be super smart idea to transport across the entire base, but we're going to. Okay, I think I know how I'm going to do this. Smart? No. Is it potentially functional way of doing it? Yes. Actually, you're supposed to be long-handled. Make this work. So my thought process is, at least for the stuff that's going to spoil, it's going to be easier to get the starting science going on our target planet here. So say you are going to be green. Then that makes you red. And military. And blue. And I don't have the fifth, I don't have the sixth going, so we don't need the filter on that one. Deck-wise, we're here for very specific recipes, if memory serves. Oh, I see. Need the carbon and yoga mash for carbon fiber. Makes sense. We're here if we can get to it. Going, not fish breeding. Advanced asteroid processing. Copper, carbon, iron, calcite, that sort of stuff. Okay. We may rearrange stuff once we think we're ready to go for this. I need the last type of science. I need the last type of science for that. Okay, that complicates things. This is at least cycling vaguely continuously. Let's try to automate what we can, and then we'll probably set up a launch facility. That maybe is an argument also to... Actually, if that's the case, back over Novice. We do want to filter you, because we're going to need both types. Okay. So let's try to automate this, and what I can do to save the last pentapod egg, so that we don't have a problem, is just make a couple hundred biochambers, and then we can scrap the biochambers back when we want the eggs. Right, let's grab some nutrients, and let's try to plant some more land. Improvements. Should be enough. Now we just need to find the seeds. Which, to be fair, if we have seeds, it should just basically be a queue next to the agricultural tower waiting for them. Space. That's the bottleneck, of course. That might not be the bottleneck. We've got a 1.5 productivity, so we should be netting 1.5 per tree on average. But that is an average, so averages don't always work. Okay, so that gets us 3. One seed back in the thing for once we've got this set up. Okay, so as far as this agriculture tower is concerned, apparently that is all the land we can use, because we've got deep land over there. Even though I thought that's what the yellow implied would be land we could fix. Maybe it is land we can fix if we landfill and then over the top landfill? Maybe. We'll find out in a moment. we got our landfill back, which is not what we wanted, but... Okay, so we want to increase the productivity of this one. I need to get another agricultural power, which wouldn't be impossible. That would be fairly doable. We have this wetland on hand. So if we say we want it somewhere like there, plop it down like that, does that work? Yes. Okay, then we obviously need to do landfill out from it to hook it up to the existing park. Oh, and I'm almost out of power poles. Anyway, it's harvesting all the trees, which we don't really want or need, but it's fine at the moment. Yep, we got that one up to 4. Need more seeds before we can get more, but we worked out what we need to do to get more seeds, which is just let the planting happen. And then slowly we will have more. Okay, that's one of them. We're getting complaints about entities are missing structure robots on biolab. Entities are missing structure robots. Oh, it's talking about the repairs. I got the stuff with the repairs, so we'll grab that repair pack. Oh, we even have a repair pack, just do it ourselves, so it's what's complaining about it. Okay. So that's that type of plant tree. Given enough time, that should self-scale, so that's good to know. Worked out to make the improvements we want back on Novice. We need to go do that by hand, basically. We've... Oh, I remember how that happened, I think. It's not too much problem, I can just pick up the plastic here. Okay, so we're getting rocket fuel, we're getting plastic. Plastic's one of the ingredients we need to put in to make the contents we need for a rocket launch. Initially, at the moment, we're not necessarily thinking about launching rockets. Oh, I suppose we need to launch ourselves. That's a good thing to remember. I need to get myself to the planet at some point. Oh wait, up that order to 4. So we can get up here. That to get up. Novice, did that thing we do work? I'm gonna guess the rocket launch size is a lot more. No, you forgot the whole concept called power. You gotta power the thing. It doesn't work with no power. Our capacity is also 300, so we need 3 stacks, not 1 stack. 1 stack's not enough. Yeah. Yeah, so within the 1 stack have, we'll need a stack of engines, 200 engines, thousands. Well, we can make the steel on the planet. The steel is the only thing we'll make on the planet, I think. That's the wrong planet. Office. Actually, up to the fizzle. Fizzle request. Electric engines, please. 200. So in all this, we should be basically waiting on lunches. Okay, so we're waiting on the logistics bots over here to deliver things. So the purpose of doing that is so that I can, at distance, say, hey, please request more logistics bots be added to the logistics net so the logistics work faster. And we've got you. Okay. That should add the engines to the knot. Oh, we're going to want to bring over some scrappers as well, because that's going to be my way of restarting pentaflog production. Is scrapping one of the biochambers to get the pentapod egg out of it. Well, scrapping more than one, because it's going to take more than one, but scrapping a couple to get the egg out. Scrappers, I know are on this page. Now, the question is, I know they're on the page, but where on the page? There they are. One thing recycler. It's winning not enough in the market to fill one. Should actually now be enough. Oh, enough in the network, not enough to fill a rocket. So, it's got stuff for the next rocket launch, so I should be less worrying. Okay, it's working through what it's got loaded. Again, yeah, probably want like 50 of those. 20 eggs there. Okay, let's process those 20 eggs. Oh, I'm at the point where I need iron. Okay. Screen the iron one. Six jellies to an iron bacteria. Okay. Don't think I can do that by hand. Might be able to. Well, we got biochambers, so we can have the biochambers do it. That makes sense. I need bioflux for that, don't I? It's on the inventory, so that's. Over here is probably the best place. Oh wait, and we only need the bioflux for that step. So to jumpstart it, we need bioflux. Oh, and nutrients. Okay, make this work. Spaghetti may spaghetti, but that's what spaghetti does. Alright, let's get some bacterium going. Let's put the pentagon eggs down so they're not in our inventory while working on this. Didn't I just do... Not enough, obviously. Really, yeah, no. Oh, it's also not 100% because it's 10% yield. There we go. No, I'm in the fun state. Okay. I need iron and not copper, so let's not worry about that. Let's try to get the copper one going. Just the jelly nut, of course. This is roughly how you make iron on the planet. So this is a planet that does functionally, although it's a pain, this functionally does have infinite iron. One in, get 4 out, so it's net producing of iron in this case. Then we just have to go set up a bunch of electric furnaces. Turn the ore into stuff. And looking at the time, this is probably where I should go ahead and put the part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, we'll get back to trying to get ourselves off of Gleba. because I think that's where where I want to get off of Gleva at this point. We've got enough basically going on Gleva, that at least in theory, in the short run, Gleba should be able to automate making more and more and more seeds. So yeah, I hope you've been enjoying. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break and then start recording the next part. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time until the next part, and bye for now.